Hello, Hero Clix world, and welcome back to yet another episode of Our Clicks Are Sealed. I'm Dennis.
And I'm Stuart. Today, X-Men.
Today is X-Men. It's today's the X-Men and not our whatever our reviews of old sets.
Yeah, we're actually skipping the Wolverine and the X-Men set in order to talk about X-Men Rise and Fall.
Oh, good tangent there. This is the exciting ones. These are the exciting episodes, though, where we get to put our opinions come your sealed games when you get to play this set.
This is an interesting set. Do you want to talk a little bit about it before we get into the actual figures?
I could ask two questions and maybe sum up a lot. Are
Sure.
you excited to play this set?
Yes.
Are you excited to buy this set?
No.
Same. Almost all my purchasing will be going towards, let's play sealed with this set. Let's play sealed.
Yeah. There's not a lot of good figures for other things in this set.
Oh, but I'm super excited about just looking at the powers on these things and how they're going to play and the low point values. So many games are going to be different.
So before we get into the actual figures, let's talk about the new mechanic.
The rally one?
Yeah, rally dice.
Yes. Okay. So, do you want to run them through the whole rally or the only rally we're going to see in this set?
So we'll talk about the rally we'll see in this set, which is opposing attack roll rally. And
Yes.
it's always a 5. So what that means is whenever your opponent rolls a 5 on one of their dice, attack rolls, you get to take that die and put it on one of your characters that has a rally trait. Now that's confusing. Do you actually take that die? No, you just put another die on to represent that die.
Yeah.
What it says exactly is once per roll for each die in a finalized attack roll and for all characters with a matching rally die and trait color printed under their trait star. Very confusing. I'll get into that. After resolutions, you may choose a friendly character to gain a matching rally die. So what that means in this case is once per roll for each die in a finalized attack rolls. So for each die, each one that's a 5, you get to put a 5 on one of your characters that has a rally trait.
Yes. So if they roll 2 5s, do I get to take 2 5s?
Yes, and they have to be. That's the other thing is that if you had 5 characters with rally and they rolled 1 5, only one character would get a rally die.
Yes, of course. So each die, only one die.
Yeah. So you're looking for your opponents to roll 5s, and it's only the finalized attack roll. So after probs have been done, after dice replacement has been done.
Okay.
You put it on their trait, and then their trait will do something with a rally roll. So if they roll 2 5s, you get 2 dice, and it's only once per roll, so only one character gets a die per roll.
So you can you have more than one rally die on a character?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
It doesn't say anything about a maximum or minimum amount of rally dice. I mean, why would it say minimum? But
So characters with these red rally traits, some of them have, I guess, Wolverine, I'll say right off the bat, his says regeneration. Can he use regeneration without the rally die, or is it the rally die that makes it like
Nope.
special?
It's a trait, and the rally die allows him to replace his roll, or instead of rolling, he can use his rally die to get a 5 for his
Okay, so
regeneration.
some of these rally traits give them powers regardless of having a rally die.
Yes, a very confusing, a very confusing power or trait.
Yes, yes.
But basically, think about it as this: every character with a rally trait has an ability they can activate if your opponent has, before that you activate it, roll the 5, and you've chosen that character to put the rally die on.
I think it's appropriately worded rally. So once your opponent kicks your butt, you might be getting your butt kicked if they're rolling fives. You get a little something to throw back.
Shouldn't this be an Avengers trait?
Oh, and call it avenge?
Yeah, something like that.
That being said, when you read these rally things on their cards, they're going to hint at different colored rallies, blue and green. So I'm guessing we're going to see those in future sets.
Yep.
Yeah.
So before we talk, once again, before we talk about Wolverine, what do you think about rally? Do you think it's a really impactful mechanic?
No, it's my first thoughts are it's another mechanic that's going to be off the board. Like you're going to have to look at your card to remember. So it's going to be a mechanic some people are going to forget.
Yeah.
As for just usefulness, as in like, hey, I got my butt kicked, or this happened, I get to do something with it. It's as simple as that, and that's basically the impact it's going to have on the game. It's just something simple. I don't think it's going to totally change the landscape of how this game's played. It's just, I don't know. It's casual. It's a
Yeah.
casual mechanic.
My issue with it is just you don't have much control over it. And when you have a mechanic or a trait or something that you don't have much control over, number one, you're likely to forget it. And number two, it doesn't give you as many kind of ways to interact with the game, right?
Yeah, it's just something. It's another little thing.
There's another mechanic too.
In this set?
Yeah, salvage for the Starjammers.
Oh, so the Starjammer mechanic.
And salvage is free if they occupy or adjacent to hindering terrain. You roll a d6 and put the result on the card. And if it's a 3 or 4, they modify their attack by 1. A 5, they modify their damage. 6, their attack and damage. And the next time they make an attack, you remove the die off to get that benefit.
I don't mind that one at all. It's free.
Yeah, it's another very low cost, low benefit, right?
No, exactly. And today's game where, Perplex has been benched, I think that's something that will, I think every game at least once come through somehow.
Yeah, it's better for ranged attackers, clearly, because they can kind of hide out and hindering and just get that benefit every turn. But
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
it's fine. It's, once again, it's not a mechanic I love because it's just so low impact.
Me, I don't have too many opinions on it. It'll probably be one of those like, oh, I remember to use it. Oh, fun. And then go back to playing Hero Clicks with the PAC.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is that like if we're adding a new mechanic in, I do want something that I can like actively build towards, actively think about benefiting from and using, and neither of the ones in this set are too impactful in that manner.
No, you're not going to have to do a lot of mental lifting with these traits.
No. Would you say that you like sidekicks and allies and captains more than these?
Depends on who the sidekicks and captains are.
I think I liked the kind of concept of sidekicks and captains.
Yeah, I think that one needs more fine tuning. I think I'll put it this way: the sidekicks captains have a lot more potential than the rallies.
Maybe. I mean, there's still not very many good. I don't think anyone's made a good sidekick captain team.
No, I just mean for WizKids.
Yeah, we want more of them to make them more fun for sure.
Oh yeah, WizKids can fine tune the captain sidekicks. There's a lot to build on that. The rallies,
Yeah, actually you make a really good point there. Is that the fun thing about captains and sidekicks is that every time they add captains and sidekicks, you're adding more options and bigger impact, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like, imagine the day they introduce a sidekick that's just crazy good on their own, and now you're thinking, oh my God, what captain do I put with this guy to put him over the top or to make him this new meta construct?
I mean, even if we're not talking about like competitive play, you get there's always more to mix and match as you add, right? That's always adding on. Whereas rally, it's really hard to add on to that mechanic.
Yeah, they're very, like I said, very simple. There's not a lot of mental lifting in the rally.
Anyways, would you like to start now?
Sure. Do you want to take Wolverine? I could take Wolverine. Actually, none of us could take Wolverine. The guy would dice us in 2 seconds.
You're closest to being able to take Wolverine, so you can start.
Oh, thanks. I'm the first meat shield. So anyway, Wolverine in an X-Men set? Who would have thought? That being said, I'm a little upset because if you look at the name Rise and Fall of the X-Men, I don't think Wolverine plays a part in this whole comic event.
But it's an X-Men set. Yeah, it has to be
Exactly. So
Wolverine.
Wolverine's gonna be there. So anyway, 45 points for 5 clicks. Great. He's got the usual Wolverine keywords, but he has Avengers on top of it. So anyway, he's a charge blades, exploit weakness piece. That's it. 45 points, charging in there, blading, exploit. So that's a full dial of 6 damage, if you know how blades is used. Wink, wink. He has a rally, regeneration, and it's all 5. So sometimes if you have a rally on him, you get to replace that regeneration roll with 5, which means he's healing 3. Very simple, serviceable Wolverine, really. Not
Yeah.
a big fan of his rally.
Like, how often are you even using regeneration with him, right? You want
No,
to get him in there. You want to get him to click 4 so he has Flurry Blades exploit.
no, I don't think you're using his. If you get a chance to take a rally die, he'll probably be one of the last ones to get it.
Agreed.
So he's serviceable. Highest I'm going is a 3 stars. I may even just be convinced to be a 2 star considering what else is in the set.
Yeah. I'd probably stick with a 3 personally, just because that 11 attack top dial is nice for 45.
Yeah, it's the blade exploit. I think that's what gets me the most.
Oh, don't worry. If you like that combination, you're gonna be living for this set.
Oh, exactly. So
So,
3, 2, he'll do his work. He's 45 points.
okay, Darwin time. Remember Darwin from the last X-Men set with a Darwin in it, where everyone thought he was gonna break the game and turned out only to be okay.
Yeah, and I also remember playing 2 of him in a sealed tournament because I pulled 2 rare Darwins.
I thought he was unique.
Was he unique? Because I just remember my 2 rares in this whole tournament. I pulled Darwin, so I probably only ended up using 2 and was hoping for a better rare in the second booster.
I don't think you used either of them actually.
Yeah, sadly, that was not a good game. Anywho, this one is
Anyways,
he breaking the game just like the last one?
yeah, the last one didn't, and this one certainly isn't. This is Darwin's dial. 7 clicks, top dial, 10 attack, 2 damage, 17 defense, 8 movement, naked. No powers. He does pick up regen at the end of his dial. So 30 points for 7 clicks of nothing. He also has a trait. Opposing characters targeting only Darwin with an attack can't have their attack or damage values modified positively. He also has protection from poison and pulse wave.
So what's he doing?
He's I suppose tying up. Imagine this. You can't increase your attack value to hit his 17 defense. How are you hitting this guy?
I don't know, just regular rolls with 11 attack.
Just rolling. Just I think the concept was they would put him in to kind of absorb hits, and perhaps your opponents would roll some 5s for your rally die. But in reality, Darwin is a mediocre tie-up piece that is very long dialed, and I guess you have Mastermind. You're going to play Darwin with him, but
That was the only thing I was going to bring up. He's mastermind fodder.
I do not like this dial at all.
Oh,
That being said, sorry,
what are you giving him?
I'm going to give him a 2 actually.
A 2?
And the only reason I will is because even if he doesn't have plasticity, having extra bodies to go tie up people is really annoying.
So he's going to be the epitome of meat shield in this game. You're either going to go tie people up or mastermind fodder.
Exactly, yeah.
So for 30 points for someone who can take a few hits just because they're going to die, sure, 2 stars. But you're not getting any more out of that.
Like, even though he has 2 more clicks than Wolverine, Wolverine does have toughness, which kind of gives him an extra click or two.
Wolverine has Charge Blade's exploit. There's no
Yeah,
comparison here.
I know. I just mean, even in terms of surviving, Darwin isn't that much better at surviving than Wolverine.
Ugh. Moving on, Marvel Girl. I actually like this Marvel Girl. 30 points for 4 clicks. She starts with Sidestep, 10 attack, Pen Blast, and 17 Energy Shield. She has 6 range, 2 targets. And if you read her rally trait, it does say Telekinesis. So right there, you got Telekinesis for 30 points. Free, remove Marvel Girl's rally die to use TK as free. That's actually someone you may give the rally die to if you have your next turn being offensive or something like that. I like her.
Agreed. I
Yeah.
think I think suffers the most from her trait being a rally trait because you don't usually you want free TK at the beginning of the game and want it less later into the game.
True. True, true, true. The fact that she gets TK full dial though, I can't
That
scoff at
part's great,
that.
yeah. So 4,
Oh, absolutely. Not game changing, but if you pull her, like 30 points. X-Men. This whole set's X-Men. She's gonna find a place on your team all the time.
for sure.
Yeah.
Hard to see a situation where you won't play her.
I know. If anyone finds, listeners, if you find a reason not to play Marvel, you have to post it, but stay anonymous because everyone's going to crap all over you.
I mean, I think there's a few reasons why you might not.
Oh, so listeners, crap on Stu.
Okay.
Just joking. You're
So
next for Warpath?
I thought it was Wolverine.
Oh, are you sure? They both start with W. Oh,
They both
Charge
start with
Blades,
W,
Toughness. Oh, geez. Let me refresh
same
my memory.
values. So yeah, Warpath and Wolverine are almost identical, except that Warpath's attack goes down a little bit lower, and he picks up Outwit instead of Exploit on his last 2 clicks.
Yeah.
But his rally is different. He has
Oh, okay. What's his
Stealth
rally?
traded and a free action to make a ranged attack with 5 range.
I'm
So,
confused now. Do you remove the rally
yes,
to do the free attack?
yes,
Okay, I see it now. So he gets traded stealth. That's pretty nice. He hides in a
yeah.
bush.
So better than Wolverine. A solid 3 to 4. I would probably still put him at 3 because, like Wolverine, he is identical to Wolverine, except that he can hide and hindering.
Yeah, I'll give him a 3.
Yeah, and that outwit would be nice, but it's at the end of his dial.
If you land on it and you're still adjacent to the person you're attacking, I think you're liking it.
Yeah, I mean, you're never not liking having outwit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Okay, Havoc. 35 points for a simple little Havoc. He's running shot, energy explosion at 6 range, and starts at an 18 defense, but his defense and damage are straight naked. He's an energy exploder. His rally, when he uses energy explosion, you may replace a die in the attack roll with his rally die. So, how do we feel about energy explosion?
it's better than it was, but it's not good.
No. So, honestly, you're just basically removing a rally token to make sure an energy explosion is going off. Again, how do we feel about energy explosion? Not
Not
the
great.
greatest. I don't know. It seems a little lackluster. 35 points. He does start with 3 damage, so I guess that is something.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine running shot dial. It has a 11 square swing with an 11-3. Like it's hard to complain about.
Yeah, I'll give him a 3.
Yeah, and are you going to put a rally die on him?
I doubt it.
Yeah, why would you? I mean, it's a good. If you really need to hit energy explosion, then great. But so far in this set, we've seen maybe 2 people you want to energy explode.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's going to go any higher as we go on. He's a
It's not
3.
really.
No.
Hellfire Club Guard. I feel like I'm just getting the worst, the bad end of this deal.
Well, again, you can always just butt in if you want to talk about someone. I'm
Yeah.
welcoming that way.
So, Hellfire Club Guard's 25 points for a 6 movement running shot, penetrating psychic blast with 2 damage. It's and toughness, like Hard to complain about that. He also has a trait. Adjacent friendly characters with the Hellfire Club keyword can use Mastermind to choose Hellfire Club Guard. Oh, excellent, honestly.
Yeah. Do we have how many Hellfire Club people do we have here?
Some.
Okay.
Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. No, 7,
Well, that's not
6.
bad.
Because
I'd probably just touch on that. You're getting pen blast at 25.
yeah, I mean the real reason you want him is for one of the super rares, but we'll talk about that next episode.
Yes. So just Hellfire Guard on his own. If you don't pull that super rare, what you rating him?
Um, I think I gave him a 2.
Yeah, I'll just give him a 2. Like, it's pen blast. That's the big plus side. Honestly, at 25 points and the rest of the set with a lot of low point people, you're probably going to find those 25 points better spent elsewhere.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I get Multiple Man. If you're a big fan of Multiple Man, listeners, I want you to chime in because I'm a little whatever on Multiple Man, but I
I
don't
like
mind
Multiple Man.
this Multiple Man.
I'm a big fan of Multiple Man.
Let's go. Well, then you want to talk about him?
No, he's bad.
Well, you don't like him? He takes maximum of 2.
Yeah, so you have to kill him 3 hits, and he just makes some mediocre bystanders.
With Empower.
Yeah, no one's gonna attack him then.
Oh, so he's a don't die piece?
I mean, he's not a don't die piece as much as he is pointless until they decide to attack him, and at that point, he's not doing anything.
Okay. So read him out for the listeners.
Okay, so he's 5 clicks for 40 points. He has a special trait called creating new dupes. He takes maximum of 2 damage from attacks. When you take damage during your opponent's turn, after resolutions, you generate a bystander, which is not even a bystander. You actually need one of his figures. So he's not good unless you pull a second one.
Okay.
He also has another trait. He isn't a standard character. And if he starts on click 9, which is what he generates, he counts as 0 points.
Okay.
And then his dial is 1 click of stealth and 3 clicks of leadership. And he does have the Underworld team ability and the X-Men keyword, so he could be a taxi for your team.
Yes.
But a 40-point taxi that moves 8 squares that, as leadership, isn't too bad. It's just, the thing is, his dial is so underwhelming that no one is going to attack him to generate, so he allows him to generate those things. And on top of that, you need to pull 2 of him in sealed to actually play him with that second generation.
So I'll put it this way. He's a better tie-up than what we've seen so far.
I mean, Wolverine's 5 points more.
I mean, this guy only takes 2 damage maximum and has toughness, fullness, steal energy, so he can just hit once, you're back up. Plus, it's got CCE at the end dial, so you're probably hitting even harder. So it's like 40. I see it as 40 points of a taxi and the better tie-up.
I suppose he is a better tie-up, but I think we'll have better taxis. I mean,
oh, absolutely, we're gonna have better taxis. Plus the leadership, like he gives you the 4th action.
I can't argue with that.
So I don't know, like he's not bad. I would honestly, if I pulled him 1 of him, 2 out of 3. If I pulled 2 of him, 3 out of 3, or 3 out of 5. Sorry, not out of 3. Yeah, not out of 3.
My problem is I don't think if you pull 2 of him, you're ever going to be generating that second one.
Wait, hold up. Sorry. Points. 40, 10. So could you choose to play him at 10 just for that 1 click?
No, it's the last 2 clicks of his dial.
Oh, you could have him for just 10 points at his last 2 clicks?
Yeah.
Oh. How do I feel about that?
I don't think
I care.
Yeah, because he's just dying in 1 hit then.
10 points, though.
I guess you can fill... He's a 10-point taxi that runs 8 squares. That's okay.
Yeah, and CCE after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my 3.
Yeah, we'll see how he plays out.
Yeah, I do. I'm curious. I want to hear how this plays out. I actually want to pull 2 multiple man so I could try it out.
Okay, but I will tell you this ahead of time. No one's attacking that multiple man.
I don't care. Then I'll take the leadership.
Okay, next we got the first 5 out of 5 in this set.
Oh, Sentinel?
Yeah. So
Um, Go ahead. Tell us why he's 5 out of 5.
so Sentinel's 25 points for 3 clicks. He has 6 range, 2 targets, sidestep, incap, invuln, and it's giant, so it can carry. But the thing is, you're not paying 25 points for Sentinel. It is a sideline active trait. Once during your opponent's turn, if they hit with 3 attacks or 2 attacks made by characters with the X-Men keyword, which is everyone in the set, after resolutions, you may place Sentinel from your sideline in your starting area. And when it is KO'd, you put it back onto your sideline so you can do it again.
Oh, sick. Do they score points if you KO him from the
They do,
sideline?
of course.
Oh, but still, just hey, I'm gonna poop out a Sentinel.
Yeah, you get like they're going to be making, they're going to be hitting with attacks most likely, and if they hit with 2 from X-Men, you just get a free 25-point figure.
That's pretty sick.
Never play him on your force.
So he's 5 out of 5, strictly for sideline.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you want an extra 25 points? If you pull like 10 of these guys, not 10, you only have a sideline of 9, but if you pull 9 of them, you just put them all on the sideline, right? No.
True, hey?
Not probably no reason to put more than 2 on your sideline because how often are they going to be? If they make 18 attacks that hit you with X-Men, you're just done anyways.
Well, in one turn, if they hit all 4 of their attacks, they have like leadership or flurry. You
You
can
still
pop
only
up
got to
two
make
in a
one.
turn. Oh, you only get one?
Yeah, it's once per turn during your opponent's
Oh,
turn.
okay. Never mind. That's still
No,
cool.
it doesn't say it's a unique modifier, so maybe you could just put all of them in off of
What?
once attack. It says once during your opponent's turn, if they hit with 3 attacks or 2 attacks, you may place A.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Maybe.
There's 2 L's missing from that A if you want to make it the work you what you think it is.
Well, no, because it's still a unique trait for each of them. It doesn't say a unique activation, right, or unique modifier.
Oh, so you're saying this guy, if you have 3 of them on the sideline, they'll show up?
Would it trigger? I don't know. We'll leave it. We'll assume
Yeah,
it doesn't.
we're gonna assume it doesn't. But yeah, put him on your sideline, get a 25-point dude.
Okay, tell me about Shi'ar Soldier.
The most useless common, unless you pull super rares, which is so common. Shire, 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 Shire Soldier. Running shot, 10 attack, 2 damage. And power, generate a flag. That's it.
And so what's the flag?
Do I get to tell you if it's just this character, or do I need a super rare to tell you what it does?
Well, let's say if you don't have a super rare, what does the flag do for you?
That's a light object.
That's good.
There you go. One a way for someone else to increase their damage by 1.
And if you could push him, you could have empower, but you can't push people. So
Yeah, that's actually what I'd do with this guy if I had him. Push him to empower. But he can't. So I don't know how to rate this guy. Right now, just 20 points, and he doesn't fit a lot of theme like the X-Men. Eh. Like honestly, I want to give him a 1. Maybe you could talk me up to a 2, but
the only benefit I can see is if you want to give all of your characters light objects to make that first attack hurt a little bit more, but I don't think it's worth an action to do that.
eh. I'm giving
Okay.
him a 1 and ready to move on.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you.
Um,
Raza.
yeah, what's Raza about?
So Raza's the first Starjammer of this set, and I know what you're thinking. Didn't we just talk about Starjammers in the beginning of the year?
Didn't we just talk about Raza, the Starjammer, at the beginning of the year?
We did. You loved Raza.
Yeah, I did.
So Raza is actually maybe better, arguably. At least he's not a rare this time. He's a common. 35 points for 9 movement running shot, 11 attack blades, 3 damage, and 6 range makes him a really good 11 square swing for 35 points. He also has the salvage trait, so if you start adjacent to hindering, you can give him a free action to basically potentially increase his attack or damage, making him a 12-3 or 11-4 or a 12-4 if you roll a 6.
Yeah.
This is just really solid. Good stats. It sucks that it's blades with his running shot, but if he takes damage, he picks up charge, which is a lot nicer.
Well, it's in the perfect range too, right? He's shooting from 6, so then if he goes to charge, you're charging 5, attacking the 6th square.
Yes, that is the math adds up.
Yes, so that's why this guy's good. He's shooting and good, hiding and hindering, potentially, getting +1s to damage, which is rare these days.
Yeah.
I like him.
I think after he takes, I don't like that his blades on top dial, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Solid 4 maybe.
I would say like it's hard to say 4 because he's not like you don't look at this and go, oh my god, he's gonna run rampant. But at 35 points, like he's just so potent.
Yeah. He has a 50-50 shot, hopefully each turn of having a 12 attack.
Oh yeah, he's like he's the ultimate point and click piece. Just run, shoot, charge, attack. Oh, stay in hindering, you
That's
get bonuses.
I would say
Potentially.
that a weird amount of the figures we've talked about so far are an ultimate point and click piece.
This guy's just better. he Come on, he's got a full dial of blades, like half this set, so it's just 6 damages
Yeah,
across the board.
but he can't use it when he's running.
Oh, I don't care. I'm shooting. Shoot. We already know shooting's better than charging.
You can't roll blades when you're shooting, though.
Uh, wait, wait
Anyways,
for wait for some rookie to forget that.
a solid 4.
Oh yeah, he's I'm expecting him to just be the most annoying common in this set.
Here's my only reason I don't think he's quite a 4, and it is the next figure in the set.
Oh, okay. So impulse would knock him down. So I
I
get
think.
impulse.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. So he has 8 running shot, 11 pen blast. That's really cool. 17 special defense is full dial, so it's energy shield deflection and toughness. Ooh, ouch, that's awesome. When impulse takes damage from an attack after resolutions, deal an adjacent opposing character 1 penetrating damage. So mystics?
Basically, yeah. But it
So
doesn't
he
have
has,
to be the character that hit him.
oh, is that one? Okay, so ESD toughness and selectable mystics. So he's running shot 4. He's got a swing of 10, 2 targets. It's pretty good.
I think for 5 points more than Raza, he is a whole star level higher than Raza.
Think so?
Because he's running shotting. He has a 19 from range, toughness up close, penetrating psychic blast, and if they come up to try to hit him to get through that energy shield, they're taking a damage each time they do.
I just don't like his third and fourth clicks.
At least they're not great, but
No,
to
the
get there, he
opening
has to deal damage to someone.
is pretty good.
Because I just think in this set, you're either charging him, taking a damage, or you're probably not shooting him when he has a 19 defense.
Yeah, and toughness. So then you'd want to like sacrifice your pen blaster, but that's a hard 19 to hit.
Exactly. And if you're like on clicks 3 and 4, you run him up beside your opponent's best figure, and whoever attacks him, he's dealing damage to that figure instead of the person who attacks him.
Trickery. Why not just give him a 4 too?
Sure. I just thought that he was like, I just think he's better than Raza, and I think putting them at the same level is questionable.
I always think of the ratings as how likely you are to put them on your team come sealed, not just.
Yeah, but if you pull a Raza and an Impulse, you have to choose. That Impulse is right there.
Yeah, then we could ask how many other shooters and all those other things you have. He's good. I like.
Solid 4, yeah.
I'd give him a 4. Or did you give the next guy Smasher?
Okay, so Smasher, I'm not a big fan of Smasher.
But he's Shiar. Why
think
can I not
it's
pronounce this today?
I think it's Shiar, right?
Shiar. Thank you. It is Shiar. I don't know why I couldn't pronounce it today.
Yeah, you're the X-Men guy. You should know this better than me.
I know Shiar. Hey, he could do something with the flag, right?
No.
Ah. Okay. What's Smasher all about?
So Smasher is either 100 points for 9 clicks or 30 points for 3 clicks. So big options there. And he has a full dial of sidestep, toughness, and close combat expert. He also has a trait, free. Choose a listed power to use this turn, then roll a die. On a 5 to 6, you may choose an additional power. So charge, flurry, quake, poison, exploit weakness, and empower. So what you're basically looking to do, because he has sidestep, is he's always charging between what 6 and
5.
5. Yeah. Okay, just very normal charge ranges. And sometimes you'll get charged Quake or charge Flurry or charge Exploit, but only 1 in 3 times. So you really can't prepare for it.
No, you have to think of it as 30 points of whatever that power you're going to choose, because you get to choose at least one.
Yeah, and it's almost always going to be charge, right?
Yeah, I could see me choosing the Empower here and there, maybe.
Yeah, 30 points for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, are you half the figures in the set and almost all of the ones that are close combat have blades? How often are you choosing Empower?
Oh, true. Hey, if they're blade, do you actually get to empower a blades roll?
No.
Oh, dang. Hey, maybe poison? No, no. Exploit? I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't. Yeah, one turn you're probably choosing charge to get in, and then the next turn, if you survive, you're choosing probably poison or exploit.
Flurry too.
At 10 attack, 2 damage.
Well, it's 11-3 because he has close combat expert.
Oh, that's right. Okay. 30 points, I don't mind him. I'm never playing him at 100. You have to be stupid to do that.
Oof. Harsh fighting words.
Oh, dude, at 100 points, he's just
He's
a 5 charger?
he's a yeah, he charges 6 at 100 points.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And he's a 12-4.
I'm
And
not playing this. I'm not playing this guy at 100.
no, me neither. I think I would play him at 100, possibly, if they changed his trait to increase your roll by 1 if you played him at 100.
Oh, if you got a 50-50.
There's a more of a chance I would play him as opposed to the 0% right now.
Oh, probably, yeah. I'll just go with the 30 points, and at 30 points, 2?
Yeah.
2 out of
Wolverine
5?
kills him in one hit.
Yeah. It's 30 points of something. That's I don't know what to say more about him.
Okay, you get Colossus, your favorite.
Well, a favorite as in yeah, he was part of my first introduction to X-Men. Colossus comes in at 75 or 50, so 6 clicks at 75, 4 clicks at 50. Both of those you get to start with charge. At the top you get a quake and 4 damage, and at 50 you get a blades. Yep, blades, not super strength, and 3 in power. He has a rally die. When Colossus uses impervious. Oh, I guess I should talk about his impervious. His whole dial, it's impervious, protected outwit. You can't outwit it. You can still pen blast it. No precision strike because it's not in this set. So his rally die is his impervious. When you use it, you could choose it's a 5. It's a 5, so basically taking no damage. Um, I like him obviously because it's a 50-point X-Men where I can make my big arse X-Men teams. But man, it's weird seeing him with blades. Oh man, I don't mind him. I could see me playing him. And honestly, when it comes to like the rally dies, I may actually put it on him once in a while. It comes down to, oh, if this guy gonna get attacked big time and I have a rally die, well then you're not attacking him. I think I like his later dial, that's why. He has a 3 damage close combat expert in his late dial, so that's 11 attack, 4 damage. You there? Stuart? Oh, technical difficulties. Stuart. Stuart? I can't hear you at all. Still can't.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm gonna replug my microphone in.
Oh, did you try? What happened?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good. So let's I'll count back 5 and then I'll go talk about Colossus guy.
Do I just start again with Colossus? Yeah, I'll just start
No,
again.
it's fine. I can cut it there where you ended.
I don't know
5.
where I ended though.
You said you liked him.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Dennis likes Colossus. I don't like Colossus.
Why do you not like Colossus?
How many figures have we talked about so far that have exploit weakness?
Quite a bit.
How many do we have we talked about that have penetrating psychic blast?
Quite a bit.
So for 50 points, he's 4 clicks and he's not that hard to kill. And his rally die doesn't matter if someone hits him for penetrating damage.
That's fair. That's very fair. I was a big fan of his charge blades and power, and then late dial, close combat expert. But he does have no way of healing up after that.
Yeah, I just think for 45 points, I think Wolverine's better. For 50 points, I think Warpath is better.
Yeah, those are very fair points.
Especially the close combat expert's nice, but you never use blades if you have a 4 damage.
Well, why not? Because Blades is always one of those. Isn't Blades one of those, like, they changed it now where it's the least it could be is one less damage?
So it could be a 2 in his case.
Oh, is it printed?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
So it's not great.
No,
Anyways, so he's a 2 or a 3, right?
two.
Excellent.
I'm
Okay.
not playing him at 75 for sure, and now even at 50. I'll get him though. So for my casual X-Men teams, it's a 50-point X-Men.
Yeah, I think outside of sealed, he's actually really good. I just think in this specific sealed, he suffers a bit.
Can you imagine if they made it that he could like reduce penetrating damage?
See, I think they should have.
Yeah, it could actually made him pretty unique compared to like what's getting thrown at him in this set.
I think it would have been cool if the rally dice had an effect while they had a die on, and then also had an effect if you take the die off.
Ooh. Anywho, well, that'd be cool. There's
Okay,
so
so
many
we're
things you can do with that.
talking about Brood, 15 points for a 9 movement flyer with stealth and blades. And when he takes damage, he goes to sidestep, poison, and exploit. And that's it. No traits.
It's a
I
pretty
think he's
effective 15 points.
yeah. I mean, he's gonna die because everything in the set does 3 penetrating damage. But for a taxi, he's okay.
Taxi, tie up, just being an annoyance for 15 points. We saw characters that were like 20, 25 points in previous sets that do way less than he does.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue is that like 90% of the set has the X-Men keyword, and so you're probably looking to play an X-Men theme team.
And honestly, I think there's quite a few carriers in this set anyway.
Not too many, I don't think.
No?
So far, I think we've seen 4, and
Ooh. Maybe Brood will have a place just to be a taxi.
yeah, he's certainly playable.
I'll probably give him a 2 out of 5, though.
I agree.
Okay. Blob. Ooh, Blob. Nice. He's very straightforward. 50 points of sidestep, naked attack, 18 impervious, and close combat expert. E.
Sweet.
He's how many clicks is he? 7?
Yeah.
He's gonna last.
I really like the first comment here on HC Realms, or I guess
Oh,
the
yeah.
most recent. Cool Colossus style.
I'm actually glad Colossus has charge sidestep, but he's gonna hurt. He could probably last a turn, and then you get to laugh because your opponent spent a whole turn getting rid of 50 points.
Yeah, I mean, Wolverine can't kill him with a 6 roll.
Close combat expert. So you're looking at 11 attacks for 4 clicks, 10 attacks for 3. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, I think Blob is actually pretty playable just because of his long dial, high defense, and decent values.
Are you checking out his keywords on the spoiler thread?
Yeah.
Brotherhood of Mutants, Freedom Force, Brute?
I guess he's brutish.
Well, it's a question mark. Brute?
Oh, mine doesn't say that. Mine just says brute.
Anywho, 50 points. Is he worth a 3 or a 2?
I think he's a 3.
Yeah.
I would see playing him over Wolverine depending on what else I pull.
He does fit the niche of tying people up very well.
Yeah, and he's a threat with an 11-4 top dial.
I think that's the thing. Is if you move in, people will see that 11-4 and attack him and want to hit him at least once till he turns into that 11-3.
Yeah, I mean, compared to Colossus, who has 4 clicks, having 7 means that even if they have penetrating damage, it's the impervious means more, right?
Yeah,
Yes, I would give him a 3 personally.
sure. I get Skinless Man.
Yes.
30 points, 8 plasticity, 11 blades. Blades, 6 damages all over this set. And a special defense, toughness, super senses. When Skinless Man uses super senses and succeeds, after resolutions may give an adjacent opposing character an action token. Huh. He
Sweet.
was just a straight tie up with plasticity, toughness, super senses, and blades. Oh my god, that probably makes him the most annoying thing. With an 11 attack.
Yeah, 18 defense.
Holy jeez. Yeah, with 0 ways. Well, not 0, but very few ways to increase an attack value.
Actually, I think it might be 0 except for that
Solid.
Starjammer trait. Yeah.
Oh my god, 18 defense. Pop him in hindering while you're tying someone up. He's annoying. I like him. Holy crap, he's gonna he's gonna annoy people.
The other thing is that if they shoot him and he rolls his super senses, he can give the token to someone he's tying up.
Oh my god.
He's cool.
This is a very good what's his name? Fantastic Four leader. Last
Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah, this is a great Mr. Fantastic.
I don't think Mr. Fantastic is known for having blades, claws, or fangs.
Is Skinless Man?
I I don't know, Skinless Man.
He's not. Okay, Skinless Man. That's hilarious.
He must have some sort of blades or something.
Hey, everyone could hide a knife in their boot.
Oh, I'm looking at his Marvel fandom page, and he does say equipment, a knife.
Oh my god, there you go. So there's your blades. 6 damage daggers. Let's go.
There you go.
So
Okay.
yeah, I'll give him. God, do I even give him a 4?
I'm gonna stick with a 3 because I think his dial's too short.
Okay. Oh, he's gonna be so annoying. I would be so happy if I rolled like even a 4 damage with this guy with his 11 attack.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, let's go to another Blades character.
Sabretooth. So Sabretooth has charge, surprise, blades, and exploit and toughness. But he has 1 more movement and 1 more attack than Wolverine and Warpath.
He also has one more, like 2 more clicks, doesn't he?
Yes, he is also 60 points and has 7 clicks instead of 5. But he also picks up Flurry, and then he gets Stealth and Regen just to finish off his dial. So it's basically like, did you like Wolverine? Yeah. Do you like Wolverine when he's 10 points more with 2 clicks? Probably, right? His
Well, it is.
rally.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
his rally.
His rally is he can replace his Blades, Claws, Fangs roll with a 5. So for Dennis, this is actually a negative. Which means he can't roll a 6 with it.
Oh, I would be that guy, hey? Oh, why don't use your rally die? Oh, I'd be cheating myself, Stuart.
Yeah, it's 1 less damage.
I really like Sabretooth though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I think that he is. I think he's equally good to the other 2 Charge Blades exploit that we had.
Well, it's the attack values. That's where I'm getting at. In a set
Yeah.
where like you can increase them, that 12 attack becomes that much better.
Yeah, it's true. It's good.
Yeah, it's very good. And honestly, at his end dial, like I know it's just a stealth blades regen, but with 11 and 12 attack, you're still actually thinking, do I regenerate or do I make an attack with these high attack values?
Yeah, and Long Dial is actually a lot in this set, where if you roll a 6 with the blades on him, he's going to survive.
Exactly. So honestly, like strong 3. I'm not giving him a 4, but a strong 3.
Yeah, I mean, I will say at this point, I'm a little annoyed that Sabretooth, Wolverine, and Warpath have basically identical dials.
Oh, absolutely. And when WizKids are making this, it's like, oh, let's just make it different point values, right? One guy goes here, one guy goes there, one guy goes there, and we call it a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is upsetting. It is upsetting. Um,
But
yeah,
in sealed, he's good.
yeah, absolutely. We're on the uncommons now. Eric the Red.
Okay, I think he's a Shi'ar guy. He is. Okay, so he has 3 clicks of his special movement power, then sidestep, incap, and toughness for the rest of his island. He has toughness at the beginning too. 6 range, 2 targets, 35 points. So 5 clicks, 35 points. And his special movement power is mind control. When he uses it, after resolutions, give each hit character an action token. So there's a character in the last set named Dr. Psycho who also gave out action tokens after using mind control. So you think this guy is as good as Dr. Psycho?
I'm trying to remember Dr. Cycle, but wasn't Dr. Cycle like you could look through characters and
Yeah,
like,
and he'd sidestep and
yeah,
mastermind, stop click. He had 3 targets and 8 range.
yeah. So no, he's nowhere near as good.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and just say he's just not good.
Yeah, man.
It's bad. He's a 1. I'm never playing this figure.
Yeah, I'm trying to find anything redeeming. I'm not a big mind control guy in the first place. Like, I use it, I understand it. I just, unless there's something to go with it, like a sidestep, yeah,
Yeah.
he'll take a few hits and then you'll be down 35 points and you'll be, whatever. So at that point, why play him?
Yep. I agree.
Cyclops. Yes, this is another character I like just for the fact that he's a 50 sub X-Men. And actually, I really like him in Sealed too.
Are you ever
So
gonna play this Cyclops outside of sealed though?
I don't know. It depends. Honestly, it really depends on the legacy card because they're turning that super rare.
Yeah.
I
You-
really want that because he was like my go-to Cyclops.
They're not gonna change his point value, so he's gonna be another incredible 50-point figure.
Oh, I love it. I love that. I always have my go-to characters in my collection, even when they get old, of like, this is my low point for fun. If I'm building an X-Men team, this is this guy. And that 50-point Cyclops, I have to get that legacy card.
Yes.
So, yeah. In sealed, I think he's actually pretty good. Stewart can say otherwise, and I could probably agree with him, but I like him. So he's an 8 running shot, 11 pen blast, 17 ESD, 3 damage. He has 7 range, which is higher up in this set. He has a rolling. When a friendly character uses the X-Men team ability before rolling the D6, you may instead remove Cyclops' rally. So it basically means like the dude doesn't get hurt using the X-Men team ability.
Yeah.
And how often do you use the X-Men team ability?
Maybe like 0.5 times a game.
Yeah, exactly. So this rally's just nonsense. But his opening 3 clicks on his damage is enhancement and leadership. So you're getting a leadership and enhancement for your other range pieces. And at a
Yeah.
17 ESD from 7 range, they're going to want to get in and fight this guy. So I don't mind him.
No, he's good. He's enhancement, leadership, and a good attacker. Like nothing to scoff at here.
Oh, especially that 3 damage pen blast for a sub 50 guy.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, yeah, strong 3.
Yeah, nothing to complain about there.
Silver Samurai.
Okay, now let me tell you about Silver Samurai. Close your eyes. Imagine this. He
Okay.
has phasing teleport, and when he moves it 5 squares or less after using it, he can make an attack. And that attack, guess what?
What?
Blades and exploit.
Oh.
You
So we're
got
talking about Nightcrawler.
Yeah, we got another charge blades exploit with combat reflexes. You think the
Oh
guy
yeah.
with wouldn't the guy with armor have a reducer?
Right? You'd think so.
And Warpath, who's wearing just like this skin tight vest?
But he's hiding in a bush.
That's true.
Oh, this guy's hiding in a bush too.
Yeah, this guy also has stealth for his first 4 clicks, and then he goes to flurry like every other close attacker in the set.
But this guy gets to phase away.
Yeah, and traded phasing charge kind of is just really, really good.
Yeah. God, we're gonna have to like just take those 4 characters. We're gonna take every charge blades, dude, and just be like, okay, here's the tier list for argument's sake.
I think for me, Silver Samurai is probably at the top of the list.
I would agree, because anytime I see stealth and combat reflexes, I just drool.
No, the only problem, he does not have the X-Men team, the keyword.
No, but he has martial artist, which means nothing in this field, but so much to me.
Oh yeah, he's a good martial artist.
This is almost like a complete rehash of Silver Samurai way back in the Wolverine and X-Men set.
Mm-hmm.
Because he also had something to do with, I think he could only do it once though, where he could do phasing and then attack.
Yeah, just once per game.
Yeah, this guy's just phasing and then, oh my god. Okay, make a close attack, so not flurry.
No, not Flurry.
Okay, but still, it's phasing and then attacking with blades and exploiting for the majority of this dial.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
it's
like
hard to
him.
argue with that, right?
Yeah, yeah. Would you give this guy a 4?
Yeah, probably. He's better than the other ones.
Yeah, you get the 19 defense up close. Yeah, I'll give him a 4.
Yeah, love him. I'll play him as soon as I pull him.
There you go. Arc Light. So 50 points. Another charge piece, so only 8 charge, so he's only moving 4. 11 attack. It's a special attack, the whole dial, which is Quake. When Arc Light hits a single opposing character with a close attack or uses Close Destroy, after resolutions, he can use Quake as free. Huh.
I swear Arclight was a woman.
I know, me too. Her keywords say femizons too, so we'll just say she.
Yeah.
Anywho, gets a rally. You have
It is.
rally.
It is. Yeah, it's Philippa.
Yeah. Okay, she. Little
Who
little
knows?
typo. So when Arclight uses Quake, she may replace a die in the attack roll with her rally die. It's almost like the energy explosion. So
Just
charging
terrible.
4, I single target someone with Quake, and then I get to use it again. So it's
No,
like charge flurry. No?
you don't have to use Quake for the first attack.
Okay, so I could just charge, single
Punch.
target someone, hit it, and then Quake, hitting more people. Well, it's options.
Yeah, the Quake was only doing 2 damage though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Um,
So she could do 5 damage in one turn if they have no reducer, and she. It's kind of lackluster.
so let me get this just for us, me and the listeners. Use close destroy.
So
So
blowing up a blocking.
so she could charge, attack a blocking, and then use Quake as free.
Yeah,
I don't know where you'd use that, but okay.
me
Ah,
neither. I'm sure
no,
that there is a situation where it will be useful.
I'm not impressed really at all.
No, even if it's flurry, even if she's doing max 5 damage, it's not that good.
I don't know why they had to hinder her with only a 4 charge.
Yeah, there's no reason for that.
No. Okay. 2, 1.
Yeah, 2.
Okay.
She's
Tell me
so
about.
much better than Eric the Red. We can't put her at 1.
Okay. Tell me about the first of I think 3 Mystiques in this set.
Yes, you're right. There are 3 mistakes. Okay, so she has no special abilities. She has stealth, blades, combat reflexes, and then picks up sidestep, pensai, combat reflexes, and close combat expert. It's a weird dial, but she's not useless on any click. Then she also has a trait rally, which gives her traded super senses, which hard to argue with that.
Yeah.
And when she uses it, she may before rolling you use the rally die to make sure her super senses succeeds.
What does the
Yeah.
Brotherhood of Mutants team ability do again?
I think it's when you roll a 10 to 12, you take an action token off.
Okay. Okay. 40 points. X-Men. Martial artist. Oh, geez. I don't mind her.
No, she's fine.
Traded super senses goes a long way with this with a set without precision strike.
It does. And she does have the X-Men keyword, which is really useful.
I think you sold me when you said every click is useful, because it is.
Yeah, and every click she's both good from hide, like she's good at being attacked up close.
She's good actually up close and ranged, so she could either hide in stealth, shoot for 3 damage, yay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't actually put this person on your team for 40 points.
I mean, I think there's a lot of better figures than her that can move and attack.
Oh, there you go. That's right, Dennis. There's no move and attack. Okay.
But she's fine. I think this is one of those. There's always these dials that are stealth based that have no way of like moving out of the stealth and require you to spend an action getting them into position before they do anything. And I think she'll play out exactly the same as those ones, which is she is good half the time.
That's a good way to put it. So should we just put her right down the middle?
Yeah, I think she's a solid 3. She has a good dial. She has good powers. She's hard to kill, but there's a lot of turns you're going to spend moving her instead of attacking.
Yeah. I'd probably make her a tie-up piece more than anything, but wouldn't have to. But you're right.
And
No
it's one
move
of
and
those
attack.
tie-up pieces that needs to be in stealth to be super effective, right?
Well, she's in stealth. She's crazy effective. She's combat reflexes, super senses, can't shoot her.
Yeah, but tie-up requiring stealth is a really hard thing to accomplish.
Yeah. At least we all get to move through hindering these days.
That's true.
Yeah. Long
And
shot.
people can outwit her in stealth if they're adjacent to her now.
Ooh.
But I will say there has not been any top dial outwit so far.
Oh, we're not even through. Oh, we're almost through the uncommons and no top dial outwit. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, we have long shot. 50 points, running shot, 11 attack in cap with 3 targets, 18 ESD up top, and a whole dial of a special damage probability control. When long shot is the target of an attack, he may use it regardless of range and line of fire. Protected outwit and pulse wave. He also comes with a rally. When Longshot makes an attack, you may replace a die in the attack roll with the rally die. Longshot's rolls of 5 and 5 are critical hits.
Can I say one thing before you give me your thoughts?
Okay.
Every other rally trait, the like passive effect is before the rally effect. This one it's reversed and it really bothers me.
Oh, just for reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the passive stuff should come first. Oh, so you get what? An extra 1 roll to make a critical hit. Honestly, yeah. I think I like him for the probability control full dial.
You mean probability control is a good power?
Well, I think probability control is a good power.
Absolutely. This guy could have a blank dial and be 50 point prob, and in this set, that would be a 5.
Man, you know what? I'm going to say it. I think I really like this guy. I don't know.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, running shot, triple target in cap alone is pretty sick. 18 ESD with a prob. So people are going to always want to try to, man, you know what? They can't even like skirt around. He's going to get a chance to prob getting attacked.
Yeah, there's no way he won't.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because usually like long shot dials when they make them are very like offensively to portray his luck, and in this one it's almost like they reversed it where his huge luck is defensive.
Yeah, I mean he's like I just said, if he had nothing, he just prob, he'd be a 5 out of 5 in this set.
So you're gonna give him a 5 out of 5?
Yeah, because he is prob, a good prob, and he has a pretty good dial on top of it.
I have nothing against that. He's gonna do work no matter where he's at in his dial.
Yeah.
Guess what he has at the end of the dial?
Blades.
6 damages.
Yeah. Okay, Moira McTaggart. Dr. Moira McTaggart. So she has rally, and she may remove a rally die from herself to heal an adjacent character 2 clicks. That's not actually a bad rally trait, because you have to take damage, basically, to get a rally die.
They made it a power, though.
I don't know, whatever. It's support, but heals you 2 automatically. I can live with that.
Okay, yep.
And then she has another special damage power that's on her first and last click. Power, give an adjacent friendly character with an X-Men keyword a rally die. Pretty good.
That's pretty cool. Wait, doesn't the rare beast let him like switch rally dies?
Yeah.
So if you got him and her. She could do the power. Give Beast the rally die. Beast just gives back the rally die. So now you have another. You have a healing rally die on her in the chamber.
that you could use next turn.
Yeah, next turn.
I think it's just good with like as we said. I was gonna say Cyborg, but Colossus and Mystique and Rachel Marvel Girl.
Marvel Girl.
All of those ones that you kind of just like having a die on there in case something happens. So you just make sure you have a die on there.
She's 20 points and doesn't break the bank on an X-Men theme team.
No, yeah, she's just if you play her if you have rally characters, which you almost certainly do, and you don't play her if you don't.
Yeah, basically. Simple, simple.
Banshee.
Oh, did we even give her a rating?
Oh, she's a 5, like a 4. I don't know. Like you,
4.
I think she's a build around piece, right? You
Yeah.
only play her if you need her, and on the teams that need her, she's a 5.
Yeah, well, she's gonna get played. 4 or 5, you take it.
Yeah, I would just say if it's like regular, if we're just basing it on the likelihood of you're playing her, she's a 4 because there's teams that won't want her, but on the teams that do want her, she's required.
Okay, let's go with that. So I get Banshee.
You do.
Oh, it's been a while since it's been a hot minute since we've seen some Banshee.
Not that
Pretty
long.
simple dial. Running shot, Pen Blast. The Pen Blast is the full dial. He starts at ESD with toughness at the end. You can play him at 75 or 45, and I'm pretty sure it's click 4 at 45.
Yeah.
So 9 running shot, 10 Pen Blast with 3 damage, 17 ESD. His rally, when Banshee uses Pen Blast, you may replace the die with the rally die, or one of the attack roll dice. That's pretty straightforward, and I don't know if I fully like it. I don't know. He's a 9 carry, he's a 10 Pen Blaster, ESD. He gets knocked onto Toughnesses, Pen Blast. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. Flying Pen Blaster.
The one thing I want to mention about traits like these, where they allow you to replace your rally die with a die in your roll, is it then for sure gives your opponent a rally die.
Oh, so it just trades back and forth.
Yeah. So it's not always the best thing to use.
I guess it comes down to how bad you need his Pen Blast to hit.
Yeah. But then if you're giving it to, let's say, an opponent Banshee, then you're basically ensuring that they're going to hit with their Pen Blast next turn.
Yeah. I'm not in love with him.
I'd play him at 45 easily. He carries, he shoots. That's all you need, right?
Yeah, exactly. So 3 for that.
Yeah, he's a pretty good ranged attacker.
I think I'm just sour because when you've seen such amazing Banshees, you kind of look at this one and go, "Oh."
Yeah, you want the Deadpool one again?
I do want that Deadpool one again.
Oh, he is. Not only did he have a great sculpt, and I do not like this Banshee sculpts. Sorry, everyone, but
I think I've seen this sculpt. It looks like he's like belly surfing on the wind.
exactly, yeah. He's doing skeleton.
The skeleton luge. Okay, 3 out of 5 for me. Yeah, I'm not in love with him. I've been spoiled by the Deadpool one.
Yeah, Polaris now. So, when was the last time we had a good Polaris? Before you look it up, it's never.
Okay, I was gonna say pro tip. This is a trick question.
I don't think we've ever had a good Polaris.
No, she gets shafted all the time.
And this is no different. This Polaris's rally is remove it to knock back a character 5 squares.
But knockback doesn't do damage anymore.
No. The nice thing is that you can use it on a friendly character. So you can kind of TK a friendly character in a straight line.
Is it just like free? Like, can I just look at someone within 6 squares and move them 5 squares? Like, it has to be like a straight line, hence why they say knockback.
Yeah.
That's not the worst if you want to really fuck up their positioning, but...
No. And it's good if you wanted to get your Wolverine up 5 spaces, right?
Yeah. She does come with sidestep TK.
Yeah, and she carries. So this might be the best Polaris in that she is playable at 35 points for a sidestep TK carry and the potential to knock one of your characters back 5 squares to kind of TK them a little bit.
Yeah, this might be the first serviceable Polaris.
I wouldn't say serviceable because she's still so much worse than Marvel Girl.
Well, serviceable in Polaris's little circle of just Polarises.
Yeah, it's probably a 3 because there isn't enough TK in this set. But if there was like 2 more common uncommon TKers, she'd be a 2.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a 3 because she is the sidestep TK. That's all you need to know. Magneto. Another
Uh,
Magneto. Oh, I like this one though, just for ideas. But anywho, 40 points, so 5 points more than his daughter. I'm pretty sure Polaris is Magneto's daughter.
yes.
Sidestep TK. Whoa, runs in the family. 18 special defense full dial, which is ESD. Friendly characters with a share keyword within range and line of fire can use ESD. Sorry, this one is not an X-Men one. Brotherhood of Mutants, Hellfire Club, Acolyte. Um,
And
special.
leadership.
Oh yeah, the leadership. I forgot about that. 11 attacks. 11 attacks to, well, basically his last click, which is only four clicks, but 40 points. What do you need? At the beginning of the game, you may replace up to 5 friendly characters with the same number of characters from your sideline on their starting clicks. All replacement and replaced characters must have the Brotherhood of Mutants, Acolyte, or Hellfire keywords and different names. The total points of the replacement characters can exceed the total of the replaced characters. That's where I like, just for like future casual games. Man, this guy gets to be such the
Yeah.
leader that he is.
Casual games.
Oh
That
yeah.
is not a casual trait.
No, I know, right? It's a casual game, but let me take 30 minutes replacing 5 of my dudes. I like him. It's a sidestep TKer with leadership, so you're getting that fourth action. And if you just happen to have anyone that shares a keyword with them, you're giving them an ESD. And at
How,
18 top click, he's gonna be hard to hit.
how often are you using that trait?
What, the replacing characters
Yeah.
in the sealed set?
Yeah.
Uh, maybe I don't know, like not much.
I would tend to agree. I don't think it's going to happen very often because usually in sealed, you just play your best stuff, right?
Yeah, I think it'll be coming down to like if you get like, a blob and then just someone else and you're like, is blob gonna be serviceable right now or is Mystique gonna be serviceable right now? Honestly, I don't think it's gonna happen.
No.
No.
But he is just a better Polaris.
He is. For 5 points more, he's much better. Oh man, 18 ESD, top click, 11 attack, 6 range, dual targets. Man, that 5 points is doing some heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Like I like him, honestly. Oh man. He's a decent attacker, he's a decent TKer. Strong 3. I don't know if I'm gonna give him a 4 because like he doesn't have the X-Men keyword in an X-Men heavy set.
I would give him a 4. I think you're being so hard on him.
Oh, I'm so hard how I hyped him up with his ESD and TK and 11 attack.
All of his keywords are pretty big in the set, and he gives them all energy shield, and he's just a good attacker too.
So we just oh yeah, that's man, 11 attack, 3
Also,
damage. Oh,
here's the thing: I would give him a 3 if we gave Polaris a 2. I just think it's so unbelievable to put Polaris and Magneto in the same tier.
oh, man, that 5 points is really doing some heavy lifting.
Okay,
Those
let's
five
move on.
points puts you in another tier. Take it.
Yeah, Professor X. So he has the same trait as Magneto, but he does it for the Shi'ar, the Illuminati, and the X-Men. So X-Men being a great one, but
Yeah.
once again, probably not going to use it in sealed because there's just no need. He also has Outwit top dial, which with his 8 range is really, really nice.
Oh, this is
And then
a great professor.
traded leadership,
Yeah.
and with his rally die, it just allows you to succeed at leadership.
I really like this.
Yeah, it's good. It's probably a 3-star dial made a 5-star without wit.
Oh yeah, 8 range outwit. He gets to hide in a bush, and then if you want to go punch him, it's 16 combat reflexes, and then I don't know, 25. Like I like this even in my other games where it's like I want to put in so many people, and at 25 points, a Professor X that lets me just rearrange my team. Ah, I'm in love with this, and it's only an
Oh
uncommon.
yeah. And outside of sealed, he is a must-have for X-Men teams.
Yeah, he's probably gonna be the meta linchpin going forward.
It's possible. I think Magneto might actually be better.
Ooh, well, that's for more discussion meta wise.
Yeah.
Can I give this guy a 5?
Yeah, I gave him a 5.
Okay, good, good. Okay, that's probably where it sunk in my head. I want to give him a 5. You said it first.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we both agree that he's a 5. He's the first character without wit.
Oh, that's right. We're at like number 28, and this is the first top outwit. Oh man, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if he didn't have outwit, this would be like a pretty bad dial.
Oh, true. Let's go to Callisto. Callisto.
Okay, if you want to.
Well, I have to, right? 35 points. Um, 8 stealth, full dial blade, so 6 damages. 18 toughness, followed by combat reflexes. 2 damage leadership, followed by exploit weakness. And 1 trait, empower. 35 points that gives you a leadership, blades, and empower. Hmm,
And a taxi.
really? What? Oh,
The
Underworld.
underworld.
They have to share a keyword, right?
Yeah.
So Hellfire Club. You got your Hellfire Club taxi. Honestly, at 35 points and I see 18 toughness, like for bang for buck, you're getting quite a bit out of it.
Yeah, they're playable.
Yeah, serviceable. 3 out
I
of
think
5.
I find their dial just super boring.
It is. It's boring, and then honestly, if it wasn't for that 35 point value, I probably wouldn't look at it again.
Yeah, for me, the reason it makes a 3 is because of leadership.
Yeah, leadership and power. And man, there's so much blades in this set. So much high power. These sealed games are going to be done in 2 seconds.
I just look at that Callisto and I just never want to play it. The dial is so unfun.
35 points. I'll give it a 3. It's
For
just
sure.
so cheap. It's just
Yeah.
so cheap.
It's definitely worthy of a 3. I just think the dial's boring and I don't like it.
Yeah. Tell me about Brew.
Okay, so Bruce 40 points for a tiny figure, 5 clicks, first 3 with sidestep, then 2 with stealth, all blades, of course, toughness, and combat reflexes, and then a special damage power. Free. Choose one. Outwit and defense +1, or exploit weakness and attack +1.
You get to choose Outwit full dial
Or exploit?
with the +1 attack blades.
This guy's a 19 from range with outwit, and he's tiny, so people can carry him.
He's good.
This is a 5.
Oh, I haven't seen the sculpt. Is it actually tiny, or like is it like Brew in his suit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love him.
Yeah.
He's got the X-Men and Animal and Monster. This guy's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't play him in sealed. I think Professor X looks a lot worse compared to Brew.
You know what? You're right. Professor X is cheaper and has leadership. I guess they both fill sort of a role. But yeah,
Yeah,
he's a better outwitter.
for sure.
He's a better outwitter.
And you can carry him up and put him adjacent to someone and be like, okay, come at him, 18 tiny.
Yeah. So is this guy getting a 5 too?
I think so.
Yeah.
With
Oh,
so
yeah.
little outwit in this set, you kind of have to play with the outwit you pull.
Yeah, both aren't bad options. Okay, I get Laura Canny, X-23 Wolverine, however you want to call her. So she comes in at 80 or 50. That's actually pretty high in this set.
Yeah.
You get 7 clicks. So at the top of 80, you get a special movement, which is charge stealth, blades, combat reflexes, and then you also
Exploit?
get those same powers at her 50-point dial. But oh man, you only get a 4 charge.
What about the exploit? You know she has to have exploit.
I'm not seeing it. Is my thing screwed up, Stuart? Is there no exploit with these blades?
No exploit. She's using Nerf blades this time.
Why does everyone else get exploit but her?
Because I guess Warpath has a adamantium knife now.
Oh, okay. Well, she gets traded toughness to go with all that. So, oh, and at the beginning of your turn, you get to heal 1 click. Um, that's I don't know. You could have made her at You know, you could have turned this down to like a 60-40
Yeah.
instead of 80-50. Yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know if I'd play her.
I think she's bad. I think of the Charged Blades figures we've seen, she's the worst.
Yeah. The fact she doesn't come with exploit when a litany do. Yeah, is she okay? Is she as bad as Eric the Red?
No.
So she's a 2.
Yeah.
Is there only one in these things?
I don't know. We can put more ones when we get. I thought we gave someone else a one.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
we give She Our Soldiers a one as well.
Okay, there you go. Okay, Laura, you get a 2 out of 5.
They
There's
really
even
put a
better
lot
Laura
of
Kennys.
points.
We got better Laura Kennys in Fantastic Four sets.
We did we?
I'm
Yeah.
fairly sure.
I just don't like. I don't think healing one click at the beginning of your turn is actually that strong.
It isn't if you don't have other abilities to really make. Like if she came with a stop click, it's like, ooh,
Absolutely.
now I got like this person that could, if lucky enough, keep getting on this stop click.
Yeah.
You could actually done this with her on her last click, just special super senses, stop.
She would have been the one of the best uncommons then.
Well, that's what I mean, though. At 50 points, you could give her that.
Okay, let's go to on to Corsair because X-23 we agree on.
Yeah, Corsair.
So sidestep and energy explosion, toughness, outwit. Then turns to charge, blades, probability control.
Oh,
Huh? Outwit, nice. He has the salvage trait, which like it, it's nice to have. It's not a bad thing.
yeah. It's. Isn't he the leader of the Starjammers?
Yeah, he's Cyclops' dad, right?
Oh, that's just. It's so weird when they give like leader characters not leadership.
Well, I think in general, all of these Starjammers are a little bit more boring than the last X-Men set's Starjammers.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So whatever. But he's outwit. He's decent values. Outwit. If he takes damage, he gets prob. Like hard to complain about that.
Yeah.
I I I have to give him a 5, just like our other outwits.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he takes damage. He turns to prob. He's like most of the time an 11-3.
Almost because of the roll. It sucks. It's energy explosion.
It sucks that it's just not a great dial, but it is
Yeah,
outwit.
yeah. It's the outwit. Sure, 5.
I just think you pull him, you're playing him because he has outwit. The only time you're not is if you pull two other outwit figures, right?
You get 2 brews.
Yeah, you get two brews. You get a brew and a Professor X. You're like, okay, I don't think I have to play Corsair. But you don't
Yeah,
pull those, you're probably playing Corsair.
I like the late dial prob. I think that's what keep him 5 in my head. Is after he gets hit, you still actually get a prob, which is nice.
On average, you get 2 to 3 uncommons, so it would be unlikely to pull two outwits.
Oh, that's a good way to put it. Okay. 5 out of 5, sure. Iceman. Not a 5 out of 5.
Oh,
Uh,
so boring.
I know. Riding shot, dual target in cap, 17 toughness, top click. His rally is when he makes an attack. After resolutions, you may remove his rally die to give each character an action token. So you have a potential of giving double token, but uh, he's 45 points for 5 clicks. So basically just that running shot in cap and barrier at the end. I would have preferred the barrier on top.
Yeah. So there's only one character so far that's had barrier easily accessible.
Yeah. 2?
Yeah.
He
Double
has a 10
incap,
carry. He has a 10 carry.
that's fine. 10 incap is not as good as, or double incap is not actually as good as we think it is, because usually when you're getting involved with other characters, they already have an action token on them.
Yeah, and when they changed it, that it does, and actually does incap still deal a damage if they have 2?
Of course not.
Ah, yeah, this guy's a 2 out of 5.
Yeah. Because Medusa from Wonder Woman could give out 2 tokens with a regular incap, and she was good. And she didn't even need a rally die to do it, but she still didn't see enough play.
Yeah, This
And
guy's
she had
pretty
3
bad.
targets. Yeah, I don't like him at all, and I'm a big Iceman fan.
Oh well, not all can be great.
So one more figure.
Yes, Sebastian
Sebastian
Shaw.
Shaw. So he is the only character in the Uncommons and Commons that has a Krakoan revival trait.
Oh, it's back.
So last time we had Krakoan revival, how'd you feel about it?
I was torn because it was. I have to go back to my. If you're playing any game now that you're playing with Krakoan Revival, you have to have the timer. You
Yeah,
have to have the timer.
I know they talk about it as if getting to 400 points is possible, but it's really, really hard to get to 400 points.
It is, so that's why you need the timer. Like if someone's gonna keep bringing characters back, but then give you points, which once again it's so hard to get the 400, you have to have a stopwatch.
You do. And this is going directly against how WizKids described this trait as being basically a balance between giving your opponent too many points and having a strong reoccurring force, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So for 100 points, he starts with stealth, invuln, and outwit. So we're happy here he has outwit.
He's a
He has
hundred points and he doesn't start with move and attack.
no, he's not. When he's not on click 11, it takes 2 or more damage from attack. After resolutions, note his current click number and turn him to click 11. So his click 11 is charge, 11 attack, quake, 18 defense, special, and 4 exploit. So he's
Oh,
pretty strong.
okay.
And then it says at the end of his turn, or if Sebastian Shaw would be KO'd, return him to his most recently noted click number. So he can take 2 damage, you put on click 3, but then actually turn into this charge, hard to kill guy.
So if I'm fighting this guy, I want to double tap this guy.
You cannot double tap him.
Why? Because if I hit him once, he gets turned into that click, and then
Yeah.
I can't attack him again.
No, if you hit him on the click, he goes back to his previous click.
So that's what I mean. So if I hit him once, he goes to the charge, quake, all these crazy powers. And then I hit him again, it turns him back into someone who can't move and attack.
Oh, I understand. So I thought you meant by hitting him twice, you meant killing him in 2 hits.
No, you just can't. This guy, this is what makes him 100 points, is you have to chew through him.
Almost. There is one major flaw.
Ooh, tell us about it.
His special defense power is not protected outwit.
Oh, it's protected pulse wave, but not outwit.
So you can outwit his special defense power, knock him to it, and then just kill him.
Oh, so I can double tap this guy.
You can't. I don't think it's intentional because his trait has protected outwit, and traits, of course, don't need protected outwit because you can't outwit traits.
Oh, yeah.
So I think there will be a change to the character to make his defense power have protected outwit rather than his trait. But as of right now, if you have an outwit, this guy just needs to be taken down in 2 hits.
Oh, that sucks.
But also, they could just choose not to turn to his special click.
Oh, so if you're controlling him and get hit, you don't have to go to that click.
Never mind, I was wrong. You have to.
Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
So yeah,
Because it's not a bad setup if it works like, the way we said they would fix it. Because then you have to chew through a lot. You have to
you
do
have to
what?
chew through a
One,
lot, and
two?
he gets flurry steel energy on his main dial.
Yeah, with steel. Yeah, with Mastermind. So if you just if you don't want to have them chew through him, pass it off to someone else.
Yeah, so if they change this, he is a solid 4, and if they don't change it, he is like a 2. An enormous
It's
liability.
it is a liability if your opposing team has outwit. If not, then you're laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give him a solid 4. I think I'm just gonna stay on the solid 4 because we've already showed like outwits aren't that common in the first half of this set.
I don't disagree, but is it really a 4 if any team with an outwit can easily kill him in 2 hits?
Hmm. At that point, are you just using him to be stealthy, outwitty, and reviving?
I mean, even then, you run up beside him, outwit something, and kill him.
I would like the listeners to chime in on that. I want to see how this guy runs.
I like the thing for me is clearly there's an intention here that they did not follow through with if there's a mistake in the dial design. And I think that when we play him, I'm going to play him as I assume he's intended to be played.
That is something you'll have to agree with all your friends and everything, your group before you play. Like even before you rip open boosters, to be like, are we playing this guy the way we think he's intended?
What about you? So for us, are we going to play him the way we think he's intended or the way he's written?
I want to say intended because he's 100 points.
Yeah. And there's also an outwit in his trait that cannot do anything, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go by for me and you and people we play. We'll try to push it, but like, let's play it the way you think we think he's intended, and then at that point, I'd rate him a 4.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
just
especially those flurry steel energy clicks. Like, oh my God, you got to chew through this guy, and then you could just heal back up to make him have to chew to make you have to chew through him that again.
yeah, there's just no way they intended to give a trait protected outwit.
You think they switched it where it's like, oh
It must have, right? Because you
yeah,
can't outwit traits. There's no reason to protect them.
so the trait gets protected pulse wave, and the special defense gets protected pulse wave outwit.
Yeah.
He's how many people get Krakoan revival in this set? 2?
3.
3. So he is one of the very few with Krakoan revival, and there's plenty of X-Men to bring back.
Yep. And he's the only one that's not a super rare.
Yeah. I kind of want to pull this guy too, actually. I think he'd be a lot of fun.
He is really good. I just think that it's worth mentioning that if your opponents, like as written, if your opponents have outwit, his power is not as good as it seems.
So depending on the discussion with your group listeners, he's either a 2 or a 4.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, let's not be assholes here. There is a way he's intended to work, obviously. Let's just play him like that, all of us.
Yeah. Let the call be the call be strucken out. Hashtag Sebastian Shaw the way intended.
Yeah, because it's so. I just know there's gonna be someone out there who doesn't realize it's written that way, and someone goes, "Oh, your defense power killed your 100-point figure."
God. Yeah, we'll see because WizKids has been getting pretty good at bringing up the updates after the set's release, right? Or are they literally like a month too late?
I think. I'm not sure Wonder Woman's came out.
Oh no!
Let's see.
Oh no!
WizKids rules.
You got to get on this now, WizKids, before it releases.
Yeah, gotta fix this. I don't want to have to play this figure or not play this figure because of this.
Yeah.
Because
while you're looking it up, I'm just gonna gush over. It's a fun dial design. It's very fun dial design, actually. A little outwitter, hit him to something where he could attack back, because that's what he does, is absorb energy, and then yeah, Sebastian Shaw is pretty much immortal. So look at all these clicks he gets, and he's a jerk, so he'll mastermind damage off.
So Wonder Woman's actually came out the day before Wonder Woman's release.
Oh, do that again, WizKids.
That would be great, because Wonder Woman had its fair share of issues.
Yes. Well, there we go. We've just gotten through our commons and uncommons of our rise and fall of the Shi'ar.
So what's your favorite common and favorite uncommon?
I think would you just yell at me if I just chose a blade? My favorite common is the Charge Blade Exploiter. I'm already leaning towards for Wait, is he common?
Doesn't even have to be for sealed. It's just your personal choice favorite common.
I was about to say an uncommon, so now I have to go back. I wasn't sure what I was gonna say.
I'll start. I think my favorite is Hellfire Club Guard, because I could see playing them in the future on some Hellfire teams. You know, they give Mastermind. They have pretty decent values, and they do turn into these monstrous demon guys when you play them with Blackfire.
Oh, just in general favorite? Nothing's screaming at me there, Stuart.
It was a stretch for me.
It was a stretch for you. I don't know. If it's just for my favorite going forward for nonsense, it's gonna be the Colossus. I get a 50-point Colossus.
Yeah, it's a good Colossus too.
Yeah, 50 points, get to do a good Colossus. It's just weird. It'll be weird when I play this and it's a Blades, not a super strength on Colossus. And then uncommons, if I don't well, because I'm getting the legacy card, it's not the Cyclops. Because
So
I'm gonna get that legacy card and
is it
it's
gonna
gonna
be Magneto or Professor X?
probably Professor X.
Yeah.
I'm very looking forward to just building around 25 points. Professor X doesn't even break the bank. I could still make a massive X-Men team with this guy.
And you can make it like twice as big and just choose which X-Men you want to use for each game, right?
That is going to be stupid fun. It doesn't even have to be like amazing X-Men pieces. It'll just be like, here's my Nightcrawler, here's my Wolverine. Oh, I'm against this team. Oh, it'd be great to just like throw in Jean Grey instead of it. Yeah, it's going to be stupid fun.
It's even cool because I know you always had problems a long time ago making comic ready teams because things cost so much.
Yes, that was a huge issue. It's
So
also
now,
why this Nightcrawler we got at 60 points kind of infuriated me, or I was like, you could have made him 50 or cut the dial in half and make him 30.
so this is cool because you can have those comic accurate teams, but just say that in this battle only these characters are participating, right?
Oh, I know it's going to be stupid fun, which is actually probably going to make me decide, I'm going to get a good chunk of this set. Like, especially for the low point guys. Like, yeah, I know we said the 45-point Iceman's, but, I'll collect them. Maybe he'll make a way in that way.
Isn't there
Polaris now has a chance. The 45 Banshee. Sure, we all have these low point dudes now I could just piss around with.
how much wasn't the cool Iceman from Regenesis only 50 points?
I think he's only 40, actually.
No, he's 50.
Oh, is it the Angel that's 40?
Yes.
There you go. So
And
yeah,
that
that Professor X is just gonna open up so much fun for me.
and one day we'll have to go through and choose our favorite for every major X-Men character.
Oh, see, that would be tough for me too, because it'll be like, which one do I think represents him the best, and which one is easiest for me to fit on a team?
I think my favorite uncommon is Brew because I just love tiny outwitters you can carry in and then outwit something.
Oh, absolutely. Like honestly, if it wasn't for that Professor X opening up my world, Brew would have been there for me too. He's so good.
We'll just say this already. Brew is certainly going to be added to the cube.
Ooh, yeah, why not? 40 points? Got a litany of keywords.
Strong
Even
enough.
oh man. Yeah, he'll be fun. He'll be fun.
Yeah. Not to say anything about the next time we record, but I am not looking forward to going over the rares and the super rares.
No? Do you want to give a little teaser of what you're gonna have to say for which characters?
Not for any specific characters, just there is not a lot in this rare and super rare set that I want.
Ah, yeah. They're very niche in if you like them or not. Hey, we got another Mr. Sinister to talk about. You're a big fan of Mr. Sinister, aren't you?
No, not really.
You're a big fan of playing his clones wrong.
That's true.
Wait, you get to talk about what's his name? Blackheart.
I do like Blackheart. He's good. He's probably the only super rare I'm really excited for.
Yeah, I know. It's the same thing for me. Yeah. I will enjoy talking about it for what like they bring to the sealed game, but as for like collecting and ah.
Like, I'm going to be really disappointed if I pull Deathbird in my brick.
Oh, well, we'll get that. When we get to that episode, we'll talk about that.
It's going to be a lot of unhappiness.
Hey, are we gonna get a good? We didn't even get a Stewart rant today.
Well, the commons and uncommons, there's nothing bad about them. They're just a little boring.
There's some very simple ones. Man, that Iceman.
Yeah, like the fact that Wolverine and Warstar and Sabretooth and Silver Samurai and X-23 are so similar.
Yeah, hey.
It's a little disappointing because I do think those characters should have some difference to make them unique, right?
It's hard when it comes to Wolverine and Sabretooth because that's kind of like their whole thing in the comics. They're so alike. Why do they hate each other?
Yeah. You go like Wolverine has usually he has the exploit and Sabretooth has flurry, right?
Yeah. Oh well. It's gonna make the games go by fast when so many of the commons and uncommons are 6 damage exploit.
Yeah, and they're good, but and luckily the super rares aren't.
Hey, is this gonna be like the first sealed set where like close just reigns supreme because of all the freaking blades exploit?
Maybe, but then if someone pulls Emperor Gladiator with his 14 movement, 12 attack, 4 damage penetrating.
Okay, okay. There's our teaser for the next episode. Which characters will demolish the up close meta of this sealed?
Nothing, there's no power figures though, so we're happy about that.
Yeah, I really do actually like that. I don't like those silver bullets. I don't really. Wasn't it Dark Side? Just made my eyes roll.
Oh yeah, and then he proceeded to immediately get like destroyed by Black Widow.
Yeah. Ah, Black Widow.
Okay, I think that's it for us today.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. Do reply on your sealed experiences, listeners. I want to hear what ratings we were accurate on and which ones we just totally missed on. I always love hearing that. Catch you
Okay.
later, next one. Or catch you later.